recording. All right, guys, go virtual, go beyond virtual. We are July the 12th tonight. If you're joining us by, well, you're joining us by video. Those of you who are live, you're going to need one, if not two pairs of weights so that you can switch if and when you need to. And on your looped bands, however many of these you have, get them. If you have two, that's going to be great. You will need an easier one and a harder one for reasons, trust me on this, because you're going to be doing some leg stuff that you want to have resistance, but you want that lesser amount of resistance. We are going to the floor for a couple of our exercises. So if you're on carpet, yay. If you're not on carpet, you probably want to go grab your yoga mat. And the chair is optional. If you need it for balance assistance, great. You have it there because we're going to be doing some leg swings with things and you might want to have it. And we're going to be changing bands on and off of our feet. So if you need a place to pop your butt and change your bands on and off, feel free to do so. That's why mine is over in the corner. We're going to do our breathing and we're going to do two assessments tonight. We're going to do both hip assessments. So the first one will be the one where our feet are together and we turn. And the second one will be lifting at the hinge there to make sure that we're going, and then we'll assess that at the end. But first, we're going to breathe, and we're only going to do 4 before we get into the meat of our, before we get into our assessment. So you want to be standing feet, just regular position. Breathe your shoulders up and just relax them down. Remember, you're going to breathe from collarbone to pelvic floor, and you want to feel the air pushing on your innards, okay? You're not filling up your tummy. You just want to feel that press. You want to be going down and out and front to back with that. So that's why we're only doing 4, so we won't get all head spinning. So it's going to be 4, 2, 4, 2. That's your in and out, your in count, hold count, out count, hold count. Ready? And done. All right, feet together, hands on your hips with your shoulders out. And I want you to turn to the left as far as you can go, including your neck. Don't take your knees with you on this turn and come back to center. Go to the right. Be paying attention to how far your hips will let you go. And that rotation in your back. And one more to the right. And now we're going to do feet apart. And we're going to do the lift the knee, put your foot down and shift your weight, and then lift your knee. And we'll do that about 6 times. 3, 4, 5, and 6. The awkward thing about this particular assessment is by the time we get done tonight, you might not even be able to lift your knee because I planned something very, very mean. So sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. All right, let us warm up. Gonna march. I'm gonna put my mat down so it doesn't make a bunch of noise. And pick those knees up. So again, we're just going back into what we were doing with our hips assessment. Same thing with the arms. You want to make sure you're getting those elbows back and those thumbs up at least mouth or nose level. Go wider and step, touch. So you're wanting to bring the hip over. In fact, and touch above your toe. So you almost have that foot crossed. And let's go opposite arm. So whatever leg is crossing, you're going to cross the other way. Think of it as doing really fancy Roman soldiers without a leg lift. And if you get confused, just move your arms around, people. 2, and 1, and wide hip. So you're moving your hips, you're kind of rotating that up and down, that boat movement. Shoulders and elbows. You want to feel it out of your obliques, out of your lats, delts, core, and back. All right, go lower here, and we're going to reach across. Really reach, turn that body. You don't have to really do a hard turn to the side unless you want to add that rotation in there. But it does feel good to stretch and get that going. And now I want you to change it to push with your hands, a stop sign. Push with that palm. So you're actually flexing into your forearms. Push up a little bit, like you're gonna take that base of your palm to somebody's nose. Just slow enough for them to get away. And those, if you can, up and cross. 4, 3, 2. Now right up here, you're gonna reach and reach. We're just trying to get all of the major muscle groups awake. 4, 3, 2, and back to our high knee march. All right, we are going to a medium or easy band. I'm going to use the green as my medium or easy band. Okay, if you've got an orange band, use that. If you've got a green band, I definitely recommend that one. If you want the chair for your hip hinge, yes, you're going to take this to thigh level. So I'm going to plop myself down and get this guy on here at thigh level. Like I said, if you want the chair for your target, whip it into frame. If you want to do the hip hinges freestanding, you can do that as well. All right, do the best you can. I know you might want to go harder with this, but we're going to do like 3 in a row, and you're just going to move this up and down, up and down, up and down. This is the warm up. It gets worse. Start out easy, okay? All right. Head up, chin up. Your knees are about hip width apart. And let's just take the hips back, right into the hamstrings where you really feel that tightness. And just brace there, let your head go to neutral. And focus on just doing some of your intentional breathing. So from this position, can you feel from the collarbone to your pelvic floor? It's a little different when you're bent over like this. Again. And one more time. Come up halfway. And now we're going to go back into our hinge just a little bit more. So you're really getting to the hammies a little bit now. You want to take your hands back there, feel that tight muscle, kind of run your fingers along it so that you kind of know where it is. You can put your fingers on that, feel it. Let it know that you're hanging out with it. And let's pulse. Pulse. You're pushing through your glutes. You don't want to hurt yourself. So if you feel like it's too tight, then you come up out of it just a little bit. We're spending a lot of time here. Your legs are passive with the band right now. And that's the way we meant for it to be. Four, 3, 2, roll it up. Shake your legs a little bit of a hip twist, a little bit of hip twist. You want to get your back to loosen up. All right, go back into your hip hinge. Back and neck is at neutral. Bend down as much as you can to where you're almost flat. And then very gentle pulse here, focusing on the hamstrings coming right out of your rear end and those glute muscles right there. Again, you've got the band, letting your legs work passively. 4, 3, 2, 1, up and done. Shake it out. And you're going to pick up a pair of weights in just a moment, but not yet, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to step into a hip hinge. You're going to step and back to this closure. Step and close. That's why you want an easier band. Because I want you to be able to have that big width. If you need to go below knees, if it's rolling up your thighs, you can take it to below knee level. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Grab one weight, whatever one you want to grab. So we're going to go to the left. And we're going to do an arm drop. So you're going to go here, come up, switch, and here. Now, we've done this before. You're still doing your hip hinge, and you're just taking that arm nice and long, right towards your ankle. So you're adding some resistance, pushing out of your quad. Doing that grip change. I'm doing a bit of a toss. I hope I don't ever miss. Push out of the hip. And the toe box. Come back up. Three, 2, and 1. All right. Now, we're going to leave the band on the legs. You can go ahead and take it to below your knees for the moment, because we are going to switch that guy down later. Pick up the weights you're going to use for arms. And we'll be doing 4 counts of everything. So whatever it is always going to be an up. There's always going to be a 4 count to it. So start in beginning bicep position. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4, 3, 2. Now chicken wing. 1, 2, curl and down. Chicken. 2, curl and down. Chicken. 2, curl and down. Chicken and curl. Chicken and curl. Now we're going to open, close, push, and down. Open, close, push, down. Open, close, push, open, close, push, return, open, close, push. Now, down to the curl and up to the curl, down to the curl, up to the curl, down, and here you're going to open, press, down,
Patrice, we have lost you.
and curl, down.
Patrice,
Yes.
we're losing you.
Do what?
You're totally
We
frozen.
lost you.
I'm still here.
Well, you were
Yeah,
frozen
you're-
without
you're-
sound.
Yeah, your internet is better now.
Okay. Down, twist, back, and curl. Down, twist, back, and curl, down, twist, back, and curl. We'll just finish with this. Twist, back, and curl, and put these guys to the side. All right. Yes, I did get a new router. No, it doesn't solve all my problems. Okay, you're going to take that band that we're already using. You're going to hook the right edge. You're going to hook the right side under the edge of your foot. So I'm going to take it down to your ankles and hook that underneath your foot and across the top of your foot, and leave the left part around your ankle. Because we're going to do leg swing. So this is where if you need the chair for stability, you can do that. Because we're going to go forward and back. So the one thing you need to do is check your band to make sure it's when you press forward and you press back, that the resistance is even and not like real tight on one side and real loose on the other. So probably the best way to do that is just to kind of stretch out to the side. And do that right now, because when we have to switch and go to the other foot, you'll need to know what the heck you're doing. All right. Got a lighter set of weights. You can go ahead and put those. If you're using the chair for balance, you can use one weight. If you're not using the chair, you can have the weights in your hand. I'm going to grab my threes while I'm here, because I'm going to use those as counterbalances. So what we're going to do is you're going to lift your foot forward and back, and you'll just kind of use the weights as the counterbalance and that pendulum move. So if your left leg goes forward, your right arm goes forward, and your left arm goes back, and this way. Okay. We'll take it nice and slow. You don't even have to use the weights on this movement if you do not want to. All right, that was finishing. Ready? We're going to go 1 and back, 2 and back, 3 and back, 4 and back, 5 and back, 6 and back, 7 and back, 8 and back, 9 and back, 10 and back. Now, touch out here. We're going to go to the side and touch back up here. So you're going to kick it up and touch. 1 and touch. 2. 3, these are a lot faster. 6, and just use your arms as your counterbalance. 7, however way you want to do it. 8, 9, and 10. Bring your feet in, okay, and go ahead and loop underneath your left foot and around the ankle of your right foot. Press out to make sure you got your bands in that equal resistance position. And we're right and back for 1. 1, 2, and back, 3 and back, 4 and back, 5 and back, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and step back here and let's go across. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 1. All right. My internet is unstable again. Everybody hold on. The band needs to go around your ankles. Turn off the sun for a second. The band needs to be around your ankles. We're going to be doing lunges. You have 2 options here. One is to hold onto the chair with one hand and do a one-arm press. So you need to be behind your chair for that, so that you can step back and do this and this, or out the chair. Then you can use a set of light weights and do double presses like so, okay? I'm gonna turn the sun back on. All right, we good? So remember, when you start your lunges, if you need to do that toe heel press, you can, or go a little bit further back and bounce into it. Don't try to do the big deep lunges because you got a band on. It might snap. We don't want to do that. You're still doing light weights, bands, because I want you to have the ability to take your leg into good resistance position. We're going to do these by 8 counts and switch it up. All right. Step back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch, set, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step it in, step it back, and 1. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step it in, step it back, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to the center, do a little bit of that hip move, a little bit of shoulders as well. All right, let's open our lunge a little bit and do a little bit of a chicken wing. Here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step it in, step it back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step it in, step it back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step it in, step it back, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step in, put your weights down, step out of this band. Say your prayers, because we're all gonna die now. We're going into deep lunges. So if you need something to hold on to so you can have your head up, chin up, please feel free to do so. Step as far back into the lunge as you are comfortable with. Good shoulder position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're doing these by 10. Sorry, Dean, didn't warn you about that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step it up and shake it out. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. Step back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Definitely shake it out. You definitely want to shake that out. You want to get that lactic acid out of there. Step back that first leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out. Step back with that other leg. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. 2 and 2. 1, 2, step, and 2, 1, and done. All right. I want you to pick your knees up. Okay, we're going to go counter to what we're doing. Get that low back loosened back up. Okay. You need your heavier band. You're going to put it below your knees, and then you're going to pick up your weights for either wood chopper overhead or kickbacks. So got shoulders issue today, you're going to do high kickbacks right through here. Otherwise, we're going to be doing wood choppers, which is kind of the exact same thing, only overhead going in a different direction. Don't try to make sense of it. It doesn't work. Okay, band below knees. I'm glad I'm not wearing a head bite because that would be ridiculous. All right. Everybody got your band? Make sure that you check it so that it's got that equidistant movement to it. Sometimes you'll get one side that's a little longer in front than it is in back, and then you'll cut into your legs. Everybody, we're starting with 2 weights on the wood chopper. Remember our form for wood chopper is when you go up, your head and neck need to remain neutral, and your arms go back behind your head without you craning forward to touch the back towards the back of your neck. If you can't touch that part, that's fine, but you do not lean your head forward to do this, okay? It's about getting your arms up and back. If you don't want to start with 2 weights, you can start with a single weight and hold it by the heads with your thumbs pointed out. That will actually give you something to pull with away and let your elbows have a little more flexion in them. If you're not going overhead at all, again, you want to be doing just the kickback to start with. And then when we switch to 1 weight, if you want to do the wood chopper to the chest, then you can actually go here, but I want you doing something where you've got your shoulders in that upwardly flexed position as opposed to the rolled position, all right? Okay, now that we're going into whatever we're going into, I'm gonna start sideways so that you can see your profile, what's going on. Press up. Good position, make sure your head is neutral where you can turn it, you can look, and you're just gonna fold the arms behind you and lift. So you will feel your core engage from your ribs down. You'll feel that movement. And I'm going to widen my stance a little bit with my knees pressed out so that my legs are engaged, but not so far that I lose my balance. And you will tend to want to put your chin down. You have to remind yourself, pick your chin up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and roll it in and over and down. Take it to 1 weight. Everybody grab the weight by the heads. So you either do the full on wood chopper or you do the front to the chest wood chopper. Okay, so if you're going up, go up. If you're going out, go out. Make sure those thumbs are out and fold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and bring the arms down to chest level. This is where I'm going to get mean. Make sure those legs are at least shoulder width. Yeah. Take your arms up or out. and sit back into a very high hip hinge. So notice I'm not going very far. It's basically like this. This is as far as I can go and keep my arms up. Now, chop for me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep that neck at neutral. I had to catch myself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it up. Straighten your body. Roll it down. And go ahead and put your weights to the side for just a moment. All right. The next thing we're going to be doing is a fly. So you need to decide what level weight do you want. Do you want a heavier weight or a lighter weight? So what we're going to do is you got the band on your legs. So your legs are going to stay passive. All right. And I'm going to pick up my lighter weight so I can demonstrate this. So your legs are going to be hip width. You're going to sit into your hip hinge. Okay, you're not sitting down this far. You're just kind of sitting into it. Your chest is open. And your weights are just right out here in front of your belly button. And you're just going to, like you're taking a deep breath and exhaling. In fact, we're going to use our deliberate breath floor. And then you're going to exhale it out. And it's just going to be that slow. So you can decide what size weights you want to start with. I'm going to start with my heavier ones and probably work my way down. If you don't want to do doubles, you can do singles. So keep that in mind. All right, make sure you're set. Back in those hips. Weights are right here curled in a little bit by your belly button. And you're just going to go from collarbone inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When I go out, I'm not lifting the weights I'm not lifting them very high. Go out and inhale or exhale, then coming in. Do a single for me. And down. Sit into those hips. Single. And down. Let's do a double. And down. And go ahead and come up. Do a little hula move to get out of your back. Now, if you were going to change weights, now's the time you would do it because we're going to speed up our flies a little bit and we're going to change our foot balance. And if you want to do this with no weights at all, you can do that as well. So go to your position where your feet are hip width apart and take that left foot back into a wide open lunge position. So you're still sitting into the hip hinge off of the right hip. Belly button here, and we're going to do 2 and 2, and you don't have to do the deliberate breathing, just breathe like a normal person. Ready? You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk that one foot up and the other foot back. And here we go. So you're sitting in your hip hinge off your left hip. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Reset your hips. And I want you to alternate by 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Now double. 1, 2, 3, 4. Single. 2, 3, 4. Single. 2, 3, 4. And double. 2, 3, 4. And done. Oh. Yay. Aha. Now, we're going to the floor. So, you're going to keep this on your legs. So get your, if you want camera, but I got to put my mat down first. And you're going to keep that band around your knees, and you'll want the weights on the floor next to you. Oof. Hold that just a little bit. Make sure I'm not going to whack everything in the world. Come here. Click it down. Oh, look, there it is. Yay. I've got my slightly heavier weights, which is what I'm going to stay with. And this so that I can make sure I'm controlling the music. And side clamp. So you're going to go to your side first. So you can go to your left side or your right side, whichever side you want to do. And you want to come up. Now, if you've got a shoulder issue, you want to have a strong shoulder, you can even put a slightly bigger pillow under here to help support you. Or you could go flatter to the floor where you're laying on your ribs and just supporting your head like this. So you can do it either way. It depends on what your shoulders want to do. I'm going to go low, and then I'm going to pull my knees in front of me. So there, my hips are here, but my knees are in front of me almost as if I'm sitting on a chair. And I've got my feet pinned together, and I'm going to open and close. And I've got my weights in front of me in case I want to add something in. So let's do this. So you're just going to go open and close. And you're not going to close all the way because you want to hit that tight point and come back to where the band just is keeping you in resistance. So you're pushing with this top leg. Open and close. And no, the song is not over yet. And close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Open and close. Last one. Open and close. Now go ahead and grab a weight, whatever position you're in, and bring it right here so that your elbow's kind of tucked behind you. So when you lift your leg, you're just going to push your arm up as well. Ready? Here we go. Open and close. Open and close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. All right. So here's the hardest part you're going to do. You got to flip over to the other side. That's what's going to take most people the most time. It's not like class, you can just roll over and do it. You have to like do a whole thing. All right. Make sure your weight's there. We can get to it. All right. Once you're down, pull those knees up so that your legs are square to your body. Put those feet together. And we're going to open and close. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring it down. Get this weight. Keep your feet clammed and drop this elbow right here behind you. When you open your legs, you'll press your weight up. Here we go. 1 and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Go ahead and put the weight down. Roll over on your back. And if you can get yourself to come up to sitting, go ahead and do so for just a moment. Because you want to let your flanks, your haunches, you want to let all that stuff relax for a moment. Okay, I'm going to reorient because I like being this way. We're going to our backs, and you'll need your weights. We're going to keep this band on. From this position, we will be working on chest press, and we will be doing a little bit of a triceps from a laying down position. So I'm not sure exactly how much everybody can see. I'm going to angle this a little bit because you know what legs opening and closing looks like, but you know, the whole triceps thing. So, yeah, let me move my byline to where I can see it because this song is freaking 4 minutes long. Yes, it is. All right, go ahead and lay down. And then you want to pull your knees in towards your chest and go ahead and flex your toes and go ahead and take your arms out to the side, out next to your shoulders in goalpost position, and just open your legs and close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Your heels are even with your feet. I mean, your feet are even with your knees, so you're not clamming. We'll count it down from 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to open, and when you close, you'll push up. Ready? 1 and open. 2, 3, 4, 5. Your elbows come all the way down. 8. 8 again, super kicks. 9, 10. Everything is up and closed. Now, turn your hands so that the weights are facing each other. Your thumbs can touch. And you're just going to take your elbows down towards your side. So you open, you're just going to and I want you to fold them down so that they touch the floor right by your head. All right? Open your legs, and you're going to close and bring everything up at the same time. Ready? 1, and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go ahead and let your legs go down so your feet are touching the floor. Bring your arms above your chest, not above your face, so your feet are flat on the floor, so that you can open and close like the clam again, except your feet and your back are braced. And we're going to do a little bit of a fly here. So we're going to open. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Your elbows don't make it to the floor. 4, 5. Over the chest. 6, and not over your face. 7, 8, 9, 10. Close it up. And go ahead and put your weights down. Pull your knees in, and let's roll this band off your legs. I like this song to a point, maybe it's ridiculous. All right. So your feet are flat on the floor, your knees are slightly apart. You've got your weights set to the side, but they're there. You can grab them if you want to. Hands laced underneath your head so that supporting your head like a pillow. You're not pushing your neck into your chin into your neck or your chin into your collarbone or anything like that. So you're supporting. You should feel your shoulder blades. And we're simply going to lift the shoulder blades up. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Your arms aren't moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and let your head go down. Let your arms relax, undo them, and let them come and rest on your belly. Adjust your shoulder blades so that they can get some relief. Okay, so put your feet together. And I want you to let your knees fall open. And you can turn your feet so that they're facing each other so that your feet are heel to heel, toe to toe. All right, let your hands rest on the outer edge of your thighs. Your feet might slide depending on what kind of flooring you're on. That is okay. Let your back relax. It's in a natural position. It's going to curve a little bit. That's okay too. All right, lift your hands up so that they're just above the inside of your thighs. Lift your chin up. Lift your shoulders up. This is the starting position. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Take one hand behind your head. The hand that's left, you're going to go to the opposite knee. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch it out. Go to the opposite knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Both hands behind the head, and we're just going to crunch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And take your head down. Roll your weight safely out of the way. Bring your knees to upright position, feet flat on the floor. And go ahead and pick your left leg up and cross it over your right leg. And just let it rest there for a moment. All right, if you've got your left leg over your right leg, take your right hand, sit up and grab behind that right leg. Left hand goes through, and you're just going to hold yourself in this position. And then gently pull that right leg in as you can. Remember, this is a stretch. It's about you. This is a figure 4. And relax your foot. Oh my gosh. And let your arms go long and lay your head back. And gently release your fingers and let your leg go down. Raise that left leg up, stretch it out for just a moment, and then put it down slowly. Right leg over left. Just let that leg hang out there for a minute, kind of pushing the knee towards outside. All right, we're going to take our hands and reach up, sit up in our crunch, and grab the back of that left leg. And we're just going to hold this open position for a moment. And then pull in and hold it. Relax your feet inside your shoes. Stop once you get to your side. And then go ahead and go on over to your tummy. Park your toes underneath. Get your palms underneath your shoulders. And you're going to push up. And then go back into your heels. Stretch into your rear end, your low back. Roll up the 4s. Get those palms underneath your shoulders, whether that's flat palms or curved fists, and bring your dominant knee up so that your foot is on the floor. Brace on top of your thigh and push yourself up. From here, you should be able to put your hand on something or put both hands here. Curve that knee, that toe, and tuck, and get yourself upright. Take it slowly, one step at a time. As I travel back over here, close to the sun, feeling a bit like Icarus. There I am. All right. Let us do our hip assessments. So, feet together, hands on hips. We'll turn right and then left, and we'll do 6. Nice, steady. Don't just whip back and forth and make yourself sick. So you want to turn, see if you're looser, tighter, less crunchy on one side, about even. What is it today? What have you done during this to loosen your hips? Remember, resettle in the middle. One more pair. Excuse me. And then we're going to do our hip lift. So you're going to do 6 of those. 3. And 6. Shake it out. All right. Let me come up here and end the recording.